as usual, I'm looking for little George. So let's see if we can find any clues. Well, there's a clue. Little paw marks and those beady little eyes. Hey. Oh, I feel bad. I keep disturbing him. I just can't help it. Look at him. In his favourite spot. Oh. He's probably thinking, just go away. Good morning, buddies. It is Saturday morning and it is time for daily seedling check. So, what do we have? So here I've planted... Sorry, George. I've planted courgettes. What is that? Oh, cucumber. Oh, that's interesting. So there's 3 cucumbers sprouting. Oh, sorry. 4 cucumbers sprouting up. No courgettes. I'm quite surprised actually because cucumbers haven't really done that well in the past, but that's exciting. And then here we have, what is that? Peas. Oh, we have a pea shoot, and that pea shoot looks very nice and thick and healthy. That's exciting. I really want to care for these properly since all my lettuce have been annihilated. And I remember when I was doing my tomatoes for the first time, that was the first thing I ever planted, and I cared for them like they were babies. So I'm gonna learn from my mistakes and do the same thing. And here are heaps of radish. I'm not sure whether these look a bit leggy, but they are the ones that are closest to the window, so I am going to rotate this. But yeah, that is looking very good. Oops, it's not closing. And then over here, I've got oops, 1 lettuce, I think. And then in this one, 2 cucumbers. I don't know why I've planted so many cucumbers. I think I just had a load of seeds and I was like, just get them all out. But anyway, if it thrives, it thrives. And then this one, I've had this propagator for ages now, and I just think everything is looking like, look at these. What are they? Onions. I don't know whether this is normal, but they look super leggy. Maybe they don't do well in propagators. Same with my beets. They look quite leggy too. And the lettuce, I think the lettuce is savable, but this has been here for ages. I might just see how it goes. I don't know, because if anybody can let me know in the comments whether these beets are far too leggy, well, whether the whole thing is far too leggy, because I feel like this has been weeks, so I don't know whether to just give it up. Yeah, it says that I planted them on the 18th of May, so I don't know. These onions, I think, yeah, because they're not going to fit. Look, they don't even fit, so we'll see. But yeah, if anyone has any tips on how to rescue those beets, I would be very grateful. But yeah, I'm going to turn this lettuce around. I know that they shouldn't really be in the window, but I think when it's sunny and warm, because I don't want to put the radiators on, it's a really good source of heat and acts as its own sort of greenhouse without having to put them in the greenhouse where they are essentially kind of outdoors, because it's not a secure greenhouse. So anyway, yeah, that's the update. Looking good, I think. Hey buddies, hope you're all well. I am a bit of a dilemma today. So I really wanted to go for a really long walk today because it's been such a while, and I really wanted to film it
However, I've just been to the supermarket. It was absolutely pouring down with rain. But on the other hand, it is also very humid today. So I'm thinking it's not so bad if it rains. But saying that now, it is bright sun. So I'm absolutely torn. So I think what I'm going to do in the meantime is I've just been to the supermarket. I'm going to do a turkey chili. Something quite wholesome and yummy, and then I can batch cook it and freeze it. And I might put it in the slow cooker, and then I might head out on a walk, because I feel like my last few vlogs, although I've enjoyed them, I haven't taken you guys out around the countryside much where I live, and that's supposed to be really what my channel is all about. So, and there's only so much of the allotment people want to see. So yes, I might see what the weather is like. I don't know if that's a rain cloud or not, but we'll see. Aside from that, I do have to go to the allotment anyway, because I've bought some wool pellets for the slugs and the snails, because I don't want to get the pellets that kill them. I don't want to do that, even though some people may think that slugs and snails are very insignificant. I don't. Even the smallest little creature, I just cannot kill. Like the other day, I was washing my face and there was the tiniest little fly in the sink, and I turned the tap on and he panicked and jumped up, and I was like, ah! I just can't do it. So yeah, I think these wool pellets, what they do is they just deter them. I think you put a ring around the vegetable and it just deters them from going to the plant. I don't know, we'll see. I don't think it actually kills them. I hope not anyway. If not, if anybody else has some animal friendly solutions, then do let me know, because I really struggled to find anything that just didn't kill them. Anyway, so yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to do a turkey chili and maybe head out for a really nice walk, and that's it. Simple vibes. But yeah, I hope you're all well and hope you enjoy the rest of the video, buddy. Before I go, I did just want to do a little cheeky plug. So as everybody knows, becoming monetized on YouTube is a very long process. Sometimes people are very lucky and one video will pop and then that's it. But I think I'm in the position where I'm trying to gain my momentum. I seem to be getting a lot of subscribers through my shorts, and I love making content, don't get me wrong, but it's nice to know whether or not you're producing the right thing. At the moment, I know that a lot of people love my content, which is really, really comforting, but I did think of a very cheeky idea, and I thought if anybody wanted to buy me a coffee or support me in any kind of way, I've set up a Buy Me a Coffee account. For the most part, this just means that I build up a sort of a little community of people, like-minded people who like the same thing as I do, but also it means that I understand that the content that I'm producing is the right thing and that people are really enjoying it. So it doesn't matter, the amount that people support me with, it really doesn't. I think any kind of support is just a little gesture of, yes, we love your content and I'm really enjoying it, and keep up what you're doing. And I think that's really comforting. I have actually received my first supporter on there, which I was very surprised with, because I wasn't expecting anything. And I don't know whether that person is comfortable with me saying their name, but I just want to say a massive thank you for that, because I wasn't expecting it. And it just means, I thought, well, at least there's, there could be at least just one person who is enjoying my content, which for me means that my job, is done, or is the right thing. So yeah, and massive thank you. That was very, very kind and very, very generous, and yeah, I'm very, very grateful for that. So yes, I will leave the description for the Buy Me a Coffee link in my. I will leave the link to Buy Me a Coffee in the description box. There's obviously no pressure, but you could even show me some support and show me that you like my content by just leaving me a comment and sharing your thoughts. I think that's enough. But I like being a little bit cheeky, so thought this shameless plug was a good idea. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and I'm going to stop waffling because I do tend to do that. I just never know when to shut off a sentence. So anyway, thank you anyway for all of your support so far. I do feel as though I'm turning a corner with my channel, and I have noticed that some sort of momentum is building up. For example, I actually received a notification this morning to say that, and it's a very, very small thing I feel, but CapCut, the editing app that I use for all of my content, have asked me to be a content creator for them, and it's just templates that I'm creating, which is what I use for all of my TikToks, my Reels, and my Shorts. And it means that I get paid a little bit of money from whatever templates people use that I create. I just thought that was also a nice little thing as well, because it's just recognition, and I really do love making content, and even just as a hobby. But I think creating content, you do need to have that reassurance that people are really enjoying it, because I could be posting anything, spending hours editing, and even though I enjoy doing it, I think the joy kind of would get a little bit lost if I realised nobody liked it, like hated it. So yeah, it is really important. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there, and thank you again so much for all your support so far, and thank you to the person who has tipped me on Buy Me a Coffee. I am absolutely over the moon with it. So yes, bye buddies. Guys, I am absolutely gutted. I've just been down to the allotment to harvest some more lettuce, because I really wanted to make this beautiful salad with my harvest, and because of the rain, I think the snails and the slugs have absolutely annihilated my lettuce. Every single one, they've ravaged it. Everything else looks great still, so I've ordered some organic, I guess like vegan friendly wool pellets. So I'm really hoping that helps, because they looked as though they loved that lettuce. So I've had to settle for Sainsbury's, but still, it still looks absolutely incredible. I'm actually feeling quite down about it. I'm not gonna lie. But hey ho, I've planted some more. I've planted in propagators. I've planted loads more in propagators. I don't know how well it's going to go, because it's June now. But I'm really, really, really hoping. I think I will definitely have tomatoes this year, and that's fine. If that's all I have, that's fine. Anyway, over and out, buddies.
I don't know whether you guys can see, but George has been asleep all day long. And I've noticed something. So in my bedroom, I have lots of fans going, and I like playing BBC Radio 3 Unwind in here, so that, I don't know, every time I come into the room, I'm just like really chilled. But every time I do that, I think it makes George really, really sleepy. So I feel a bit bad because when I go to bed soon, he's going to be wanting cuddles and attention, and I'm not going to be able to give it to him. So, but he's just so relaxed and so cute. I have heard though it is a very Persian trait to just sleep all the time, and he is a bit older now, so I won't disturb him. Shh. Sleepy boy. Sleepy boy. Right, it is time for daily seedling check. So, what's in here? Oh, I can see a tiny, tiny lettuce just about to sprout through. Actually, two of them. No courgettes, but that's fine. And then in this one, I've got one sweet pea. Nothing else, no sweet peppers just yet. And in this one, oh wow, pretty much almost every single one has radishes. So they look like they're doing so well, so that's promising. So if I end up with nothing else, at least I'll have tomatoes and radishes. And what do we have in this one? Oh, I can see another lettuce over there. Lettuce seems to do really well. I'm just a bit gutted that the slugs had eaten the ones that I've been religiously babying for weeks. But it happens. And then in this one we have cayenne peppers and cucumbers, but I can't. Oh, I can see a tiny cucumber coming through. The last cucumbers I planted didn't seem to do so well, so fingers crossed. I think what happened was I was trying to rush them, and I'd put them in the greenhouse. And actually, I really like with my tomatoes. I was putting them by the radiator. I was putting them under lights at night every single day. So I was really babying them. And that is what I'm going to do with these. So fingers crossed. But these radishes look incredible, so I'm very excited.
Good morning, buddies, or rather afternoon. It's a bit of a late one actually today because it's 2:15. But anyway, so I feel like this vlog has been like a mismatch of just videos of myself waffling on about rubbish, but the weather's been really bad and I've not been able to take my camera anywhere. Last night I was about to go for a really long walk, just for like an evening walk, but the heavens opened and it was that kind of rain that's like it's gonna sound really stupid, but it was that type of rain that just makes everything really wet. So anyway, yeah, I was a bit frustrated with that. I had a little bit of cabin fever, but so I had an early night, and now today, hello George. So today the weather's much better, so I'm going to go on a long hike. There's actually two main walks that I like to do where I live. And one of them is very short. Well, not very short, it's shorter. And then the other one is much, much longer, but more scenic. So I'm going to do the longer one today, and I'm going to brave it. And because it's been so long since I've actually done like a proper walk, and I haven't taken you guys anywhere with me, and I feel like my content's been a bit drab anyway in this video. So anyway, yeah, so that's the plan. I've got a chicken and red pepper madras in the slow cooker, which I'm very much looking forward to, although it's probably not weather appropriate, but I make the rules, buddies. And I've also got, so at the moment I'm reading Wuthering Heights, and I'm not really too far into it, to be honest, but I don't know, I feel like it's more of a nighttime read, because it's much darker. So I don't know if anybody's watched Heated Rivalry yet. I'm sure you have, because everybody's been going wild about it. I've seen a couple of episodes. I don't really remember what happened or what the storyline was, but I know that I enjoyed it. So I thought I'll give the books a go. This is the first in the series. The cover's a little bit cringe for me, so I'm hoping that the book itself is not cringe, because I know that there's quite a few in the series and it seems quite popular. So, but I feel like this is more of a daytime read, because it just seems like it would be jollier and happier. So I'm going to take it to although most people might think the complete opposite and would rather read something jolly before bed, but I tend to fall asleep to things like true crime or ghost hunting, anything like, because I'm a freak. But yeah, so I'm going to pop to the pub after my hike and see what that is like. And then I'll take this one to my bed and have this as my nighttime read. George is pestering me, so I'm going to go. But yes, I'm going to take you guys with me on my walk, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I'm sorry that this has been so mismatched, higgledy-piggledy, don't really know what day I'm on vibes, but hopefully you enjoyed it regardless. So yes, thanks for watching, buddies. Catch you later.
Hey buddies. Hey buddies. I think I've been adopted. Cheers, buddies. I made it to the pub. They were super lovely in here, though. They asked me for ID because I obviously look very young and cute. And they also asked me if I was an influencer, which was very embarrassing, but I'll take it. I prefer carrying this camera around, which is the DJI. Was it DJI Osmo Pocket 3? It's a bit more inconspicuous and better than carrying an iPhone with a great big tripod and getting funny looks. So, although people have been asking me, this is the second person I think that's asked me if I was an influencer, but listen, manifestation.